I had zero recollection of Cool Cat. I've watched and reviewed many hundreds of Warner Brothers cartoons at this point, and because I've been doing a lot of the earlier cartoons, I hadn't come across Cool Cat, who first appeared in I think 1967, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. And I have no recollection from my childhood of this character either, so I was very keen to have a look at what the character was like, and I decided to start with Big Game Hunt because, quite frankly, there's a ghost in it, and I love animated ghosts. I think they're so fun. So I thought, okay, the narrative at least might appeal to me, and it's going to be a decent introduction to the character. I had considered doing it chronologically, but I think my decision worked out quite well. Big Game Hunt is a 1968 cartoon directed by Alex Lovy and written by Cal Howard, and Larry Storch voices Cool Cat, and Cool Cat is a tiger, if you're unaware. And in this one, he is running away from Colonel Rimfire, which I think is an absolutely horrendous and also fantastic name. Cool Cat runs into a haunted house, and Colonel Rimfire, of course, goes after him. But they're not alone. There is a ghost, and the ghost is the second most adorable ghost. I was going to say the most adorable ghost, but that will always be Casper. But this ghost is absolutely adorable. I love the design of him. I love how squishy he looks. And he seems quite friendly and quite nice. He's not there to scare them, but despite that, Colonel Rimfire and Cool Cat are obviously terrified, and they want to try and run out of the house and get away from him, but things don't go according to plan. It's an interesting relationship between Cool Cat and Colonel Rimfire, because they both have the same common goal, and that's to get out of the house and get away from the ghost. I don't know if that's a common setup for Cool Cat, where the kind of opposing relationship actually means they work together. I don't know if that's rare for this cartoon. So in that regard, maybe it wasn't the best one to start with because it doesn't really tell me exactly what it's going to be like for the other ones. But at the same time, I liked the introduction to Cool Cat here. I kind of got to understand his personality very quickly, and I like the design of him. He reminds me of another character, and I can't think who. And it's not Tony the Tiger or Tigger, and I can't think of another. Am I thinking of the Pink Panther? Does he have a very similar body shape to the Pink Panther? I'll have to Google that and put them side by side. But there's definitely something familiar about him, and a very kind of Fred Flintstone-esque tie going on as well. But I like the character. I quite like the design of him. Big Game Hunt I thought was adorable. Really nice backdrops. The design of the house is really pleasing. The design of the ghost is just wonderful. I absolutely love it. He's so cute and squishy. For me, Big Game Hunt was a decent introduction to Cool Cat, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else is in store for this character.